What's going on, Saberland? This is Justin with Vanguard Armory Sabers, and today I have another completed commission to show off today. This is a Hold TFU2 sent in by Jonathan Kaufman, who is a repeat customer of mine, and we decided to do this up as best as we possibly could. He sent this with a Goth, not a master chassis, but just as a general 1.24-inch chassis that holds a CF8 and a color extender, and his crystal chamber. So we used that along with a Noah Drew marble. Now on the hilt, he also wanted the use of a red garnet on the retention. So I installed the factory red plastic insert and machined it down, countersunk it, or counterbored is the proper term, and then adhered this in so it's in there nice and secure, won't go anywhere. He also sent this with an ARKM razor blade plug, and I just think it looks awesome with this saber. Now, one of the things he wanted was a dark brown genuine leather rip. Genuine in the term that it's real leather, not like a fake leather. I've heard that their genuine leather is actually a real thing. It's like a low quality leather. But this I actually got from a local Oregon leather company in Portland. It's where I go to get all my high-end leathers. So this is a nice dark brown leather grip wrap that I did. And he also wanted a light to medium weathering job, so we went in with some concentrated chemical weathering, and that's where all the black age sections are from. And we went in with my lathe as well and did a 220 grit final sand job on it with a light scuff, just to kind of bring back some of the metallic sheen. We did the same thing on the pommel, but just used Scotch-Brite. Now, like I said, this is installed with a CF8 and a color extender, which I will show off. Now, one thing both me and John decided on doing was we wanted it to keep it clean. Some other sabersmiths will like wire along the top, and it's really a personal preference thing. I personally don't like seeing a bunch of wire on top. I think it looks cluttered, but to some, it aids in the design, and some people, they don't mind. So, like I said, just a personal preference thing. But we used a CF8 with a color extender, and all the wires ran underneath the boards through holes that I've drilled in the chassis. And also, to kind of help clean things up, I made a kind of a brass cover right here for the edge, so you don't really see any of the inner workings of the chamber. I also added some brass mesh into the slots here. You can also see it from inside, along right here, and right here. I kind of went really crazy with the brass mesh. Man, that's hard to say. Furthermore, I went in and painted it with sort of a gunmetal gray metallic with a lighter gray hand-painted accents with some brass. And then for the chamber, this is the 1.24 Goth metal chamber printed in polished bronze steel and brass. And so I had to do some modifications to get the Noah Drew marble in there. And then I also machined by hand a total of I think it was like 17 or 18 of these brass spacers here. These were originally 1/4-inch spacers from TCSS that I machined on my mini lathe to exactly 0.188, and with some minor sanding to get them to fit, they came out quite well, and I really like how clean it makes this build look. And it also helps hide a lot of the wires behind this. You can kind of see some of the wire, so it helps hide that. So overall, I'm really happy with how this came out. It came out very clean. So let's boot this up, and I'll show some of the accent LEDs I did. We did purple 3mm accent LEDs here and up inside of here. That's your power on indicator. And then there are 4 SMT blue accent LEDs on the board itself, and then an RGB blade matching for the Noah Drew marble. We used a 28mm Railmaster speaker from Railmaster Hobbies, and they actually changed up their design, and I was kind of surprised about that. This is the new design they're using now. Originally, it was that kind of cool, like, turbine sort of look. It had all the ridges going around it. So, if you guys have gotten these speakers from Railmaster, just know that they just updated the design. So, yeah, you got your main and auxiliary switch. Your color change features. Just look how awesome these blade plugs are. Man, I love these blade plugs. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty, I mean, while I did spend a lot of time keeping it clean, it is a pretty straightforward install, not as detailed as some of my Graflex build, but overall, I'm still very happy with how clean and tidy this build came out. And John, I really hope you enjoy the Saber. I definitely enjoyed building it, learned a lot, as always. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for checking out my video, and I will see you guys next time. This is Justin with Vanguard Armory, signing off. May the force be with you.